Alrighty, folks, here we go. We're just gonna do it this way.
Cool.
Go support Don Bluth. Dude, they gave these girls some hips. Jesus Christ.
Good lord.
This whole drama called.
Is that you?
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm a
Just like me.
Tim Curry. Yeah, right. Someone should draw the Giga Chad Drake versus the Virgin Hubie.
Oh no.
Oh my god, I would love that. Like tracing over like the Giga Chad face with like Drake like proportions and expressions.
Choosing.
Ooh,
Oh,
did you see that weird
I
miscolor in his
did.
eyes? Did you see it?
Did see that.
That was a big mistake right there.
Look at these three birds. Dude,
Yeah, try to catch it.
the teeth.
The teeth are just so uncanny. I mean,
Sorry,
look
sir.
at her face too. Her face is looking kind of weird too.
I'm sorry, sir, but we screwed up your DoorDash order. There's some good screen caps here. Alright,
Wait.
there's an animation there we're trying to
Coming.
catch here. Wow, he's just kind of.
This is ridiculous.
Can I borrow $10? Dude, what's he doing here?
Using it even closer. Almost. Ugh.
Dude, Hubie's terrifying. We're trying to catch an animation area here. Hold on.
There's a miscolor for like one frame. It's coming. Almost.
No!
Ah! Holy shit.
It's dark Hubie. I'm sorry. I decided to draw this. That goes up in the next frame.
Oh my god, we're way too giggly tonight.
This is cute. I'm dying. Okay, let's stop pausing at me.
I mean, anytime you see like water, there he is.
Hello, Hubie.
So,
Nerd. Nerd.
I hear you want to be a big ladies' man. Marina is mine.
Oh my god.
Spanked his ass.
Oh!
You big bully!
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Wake up and smell the seaweed, you little fool.
His hair kind of reminds me of
Marry
Pearl.
a loser like you.
You're right.
Now,
Steven.
that stupid Pebble.
Steven, give me the stone!
No, guard it. For what it's worth, though. I'm pause real fast. Look at the captain with his little penguin legs hanging. I've never noticed that. Did you see that?
Are you silly?
He's just,
I do see it.
Going to no zoo, no.
Oh my god,
I'm
no
going
way.
to helmsman. I'll go to the first mate. I'll go all the way to the captain of this oversized.
I call the police. I call the detectives. It's Christian.
No!
This movie puts you being Christian.
Oh my god, stop.
Who's with me?
Pepper sprays.
What's wrong with
He
you?
pepper sprays the leopard seal. Don't call anybody.
You jellyfish. How about you, seal bait? You?
Sorry,
Holy moly.
Mr. Rockhopper, but free food at the zoo sounds awful good to me.
Bunch of bird brains. Seal.
Dude, Hubie's gonna have like pancreatic cancer after this.
I want you to be my mate.
Ew.
Drake,
Ew! Oh,
Why?
wipe your mouth, dude.
I love Hubie.
Before the full moon.
He just submerges.
Vanished.
So dramatic.
I'm sorry. Was he just waiting underwater?
Well, he's a penguin,
I'm
so
sorry,
I mean,
no,
it's not
no,
out
no,
of
no.
the realm of possibility.
Look at his little laser eyes right here. Here's the plan. Push the giant whale rib up, and I will hit on Marina.
Yeah,
It's not like it's
you
not
nailed
that
it.
it's not that Hubie has a magic gem that can see through time and space, Eliza.
Silence, you idiot.
Dude, they laughed.
Is mine.
They just
Oh
pieced.
my god, that face is insane.
The song's fun though.
I love this song.
My funny friend
Tim Curry trying to save us at this movie.
noticed that I refuse
What are Drake's little minions? And Mungo.
Right, it turns into like a tango or something.
Did I say Mongo?
You did say mongo. I think it's meant to be a tango.
Tango.
Kind of looks like a.
Why
I don't
won't
know, like a-
poor Marina's stuck with two incels on opposite sides of the spectrum. One who's self-pitying and one who's like, you owe it to me.
Oh my god. No, she sings. I know what you're talking about.
They sing here in a bit.
Oh,
They
that
keep
was a weird little
they
animation glitch. Did you see
keep
that?
no, I looked away. They keep faking me
It was
out.
like-
Let me see.
It got super glowy for a second and then it went away.
Let's see here.
Watch.
Oh.
Right there. see that?
It's a radiation from the Pebble. These penguins all have cancer. They need to get out of here. Ah, it's Mr. Krabs. Ah. Squidward. Nah. SpongeBob singing this. Here, he like goes a little like like a little kid, like a cat getting ready to pounce.
Pounce. Yeah. Let's see it.
Yeah, you'll see.
Hi. That's a pretty funny.
That's
face.
great. I think that's great.
crazy. You're insane.
Oh my god, look at that paw.
That's an amazing pause.
That was incidental. Yeah, that's great. All right. Yeah. Just push him back in the seal's mouth.
Right, just kill him.
You on ice.
He's not even like endearing at all.
Just stabs him with the icicle.
Just right through his dumb face. Give me your Pebble. I'm out of here. Oh, this part's so corny when like Rocco charges at the whale.
I vaguely remember. Does he like quote unquote sacrifice himself or something and then it's like, oh now he's dead.
He's like, I'll take on the whales.
All three of them.
Here we go.
Alright, let's see. He just like torpedoed.
He just gets eaten. Yeah, whoa, he's so effective.
The scarf.
How did he get up there?
Hey, girl.
He was like Spider-Man. This part's so goofy.
The sound effects.
Dude, he lands up a hit. Bam! He doesn't know what physics are.
Oh my.
A thump.
That was easy enough.
Wow, what a pathetic way to die.
Marina.
Dude, Hubie would bite. He fights dirty.
Yeah, he's like a sniveling little liar. He fights.
He like stabs him. Hey, Drake. Bam! I love that shot.
A shot.
I should have installed Home Depot
Is
or
that it?
he destroyed the the support beam of his little penguin house. It's like an Ed and Eddie. Is that the support beam to the house? Hold on, let me find that.
Is Rolf, is that the support beam to the house?
What's a support, babe?
I don't think you really even see an impact. The thing just covers him and then you see his cape and he's gone.
No, you get that.
Oh, look at his titties. Oh my god, they came popping out.
It's penguin titties weren't enough. They all just die.
They all just hit the
Splat,
rock.
splat, splat. Sure,
Oh,
why
he's-
not?
He's flying.
I'm flying.
so lame.
It's not the pebble. It's the penguin.
Oh.
Love you even more.
You could have saved me a lot of time by saying that earlier.
Look at Rocco like frozen in the background. He's not moving.
Look at Rocco's body just I want the animation cell of Rocco's in the distance. Oh well, I'm gonna open it up to the chat and to you. What do you all think over the Pebble and the Penguin?
Oh my god.
Let me find this
Really.
scene here to pause the screen on.
I think its saving grace is the songs, even though the fact that they're trying so hard to be a Disney musical
So
does
so
not
hard.
work. It doesn't work, and yet I will say that the music, for sure, the music and Tim Curry's performance certainly saves this movie, because if it didn't have those elements, I think it would be 100% forgettable.
You know, it's the thing is his character wasn't even that like great, and you know, he's just, I'm the bad guy. It's just that Tim Curry just owns it, and you got
Yes.
like the visuals themselves are such a spectacle, so bizarre that's hard to look away from. But as far as like what's his character about, he just wants to be with Marina. That's it. You know, it's like he
Yeah.
at least forget
And he's like a jock asshole about it.
right. It's like I know the comparison's been drawn before, but like, you know, Gaston's a much more effective villain / antagonist, with him being like a great juxtaposition for the Beast. But like for here, it's like, oh, it's just, you know, he's just a big old buff guy who's like, Hubie, so incel or something. So
Marina, don't you want to get these teddies?
right, yeah, and Drake walks off of the marina. Hubie, wake up.
Wake up, it's 1997.
Yeah, wake up.
I don't know when the year this movie came out.
Wait, 19 out, and it was like the late 90s.
It's gotta be the 90s. It's gotta be the 90s. I don't know.
Well, it's so weird because like Don Bluth really had some pretty awesome hits early on, and then like he completely like capitulated underneath Disney pressure, because it's like, oh shit, like the people holding the money must have been going to Don saying like, listen, like Disney's making a killing off these movies, please make your own Disney-esque movies, which must have I feel like must have been a knife through his heart, where he's like,
Probably.
he's like, this is why I left Disney, blah. So you know,
Oh my
like,
gosh.
what's up?
I'm sorry, not to interrupt you, but everyone's saying this movie was 1995, the same year that Toy Story came out, which is also the same year that
Balto.
Balto came out.
Balto's
That's crazy.
Balto's superior to this.
So superior. I would 1,000 times always choose Balto over this fucking schmaltzy ass movie.
Right, like Balto. I mean, like we got a video for Balto coming out here in a few weeks, and we're really giving it justice. And this is all on Lizzie for like really like rallying for this one, but like it's enchanting story and just everything, you know, as far as like your passion goes, and just going into it, and also like watching the first Balto, it's like, wow, this is a gorgeous film. Like the first Balto visually blows this film out of the water, which is like pretty
It's beautiful.
wild considering that Don Bluth, it's like, you know, it's not his animations aren't bad. On the contrary, a lot of them are pretty fucking phenomenal, or, you know, competent at the worst. But like Balto, watching it again, I was like, holy shit, this is a gorgeous film.
I feel like a lot of the people who worked on Pebble and the Penguin were kind of just boning it in.
Yeah.
You can tell. Like, it's not to say that it looks bad. It's like more than competent, but I don't know. To me, it just looks like there wasn't a lot of passion put into it. It kind of looks like we were just like doing it.
This was a
by the
deadline.
numbers sort of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
This was a quota. This was a deadline. And like the sad thing is, it gets worse, because like Pebble and the Penguin gives way to, I believe, A Troll in Central Park came out in the late 90s, and no, I think Thumbelina came after this, and then A Troll in Central Park. A Troll in Central Park sucks. It completely blows. Ferngully is not Don Bluth, by the way. I'm not saying the folks in the chat said that it is, but just for the clarity, because I see a lot of folks confuse the two. But yeah, it's kind of sad that Don Bluth's last film was Titan AE, and that was that. And Titan AE is not a bad movie. It's like, if you had to end on a movie, at least it wasn't bad, and at least you're trying. Because like Titan AE, I can watch that movie and go, okay, yeah, I'll watch it. It's not like it's also pretty basic, but like you can see a lot of effort goes into it too. It's kind of interesting how you can have moments where a story can be pretty simple and tropey, but still like done with a lot of folks trying to make it work, and yet it doesn't, on a narrative level grab you, but on a visual level you're like, wow, this is kind of at least cool to look at.
For sure.
Did you ever see Thumbelina?
I have seen Thumbelina, but
Thumbelina!
It's been a very long time. I know you watched it not too long ago, but it's been a long time since I last saw it.
Oh shit, it's on YouTube for free.
Oh my gosh, should we save that for a contender for another
Yes.
for another evening? I would love to watch Thumbelina. 1994, that's the year that I was born.
His little face.
Face.
No, there's a part with a little, I don't know what it is with Don Bluth with drawing very entitled men looking for women, but like Thumbelina.
Don Bluth certainly has a way of drawing like very sweet, beautiful looking women. The male characters tend to vary.
It's a red Pepe.
No.
This is I remember this scene. Also, something that Don Bluth in his films kind of suffered from later on is just how like there's a lot of just very almost like at neck break speeds change of pacing where it's like things happen and you're like, wait, what just happened? Things happened.
Yeah.
You aren't paying attention for the last second. Sorry, things changed. Things happened. And it's like, wait, what? Like Hubie ending up in like 3 different locations with a simple scene transition.
Like within the first 30 minutes was insane.
Right. And same thing with like in Thumbelina, where there's an entire scene where like this lady frog kidnaps Thumbelina, does a song number with Thumbelina and her sons, and it's like, by the way, my son wants to marry you. We're all going to leave you now by yourself. Bye. And it's like, what? Well, I understand the logic. It's weird. And we never see her again. It just. I would love to actually hear, like, be a fly on the wall to hear, like, the writers and animators and folks in charge being like, here's our thought process, and this is how much of our decision making came from duress. Because I can imagine that there's people who are like, there's a deadline, you don't have the luxury of figuring this out, just go ahead with what you got. So
yeah, and I can completely understand that, being someone who works on student films. Like, you just think about the deadline, and it's like sometimes you just have to compromise. But when you're a professional studio, gosh, you'd really hope that they'd hammer out the details a lot better, especially on the story.
it's probably because, like, I mean, I don't know, it makes me wonder about moments where, I mean, there's no writer's impervious to making mistakes. Or, like, I mean, I did that recent thing with Pete Docter with, like, Lightyear, where he's like, I guess folks just weren't quite ready for something as bold as Lightyear. And it's like, shut up.
Yeah, so bold, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, there are movies where it takes some time for something to actually catch up and be like a slow burn to it.
No!
Where it's like, oh, I get it now. You're cutting edge. But, like, the Lightyear, it's like, I don't know if it's going to be one of those movies. I don't know. Maybe 10 years from now, there'll be a video essay of, like, why Lightyear was secretly brilliant or something. I don't know. Mystic Hydra Head, thank you for subscribing. But yeah, we've been going for about nearly 2 hours now. Do you want to call it a night?
Yeah, I think that's perfectly fine.
All right, folks. Thank you all for joining us for our movie nights. We'll be back next week with another movie night. We'll be back Tuesday, possibly Sunday. We'll see what the weekend brings. But thank you all for subscribing, follows, donations, bits, just, your general company and your chatter in the chat. We will definitely keep it up with watching bad movies and films of all kinds. We got a pretty big list that ranges from Watership Down to, like, some pretty abhorrent, like, Lovecraftian.
From Watership Down to Thumbelina.
To, no, I got much worse planned instead. I got some, like, real, like,
I know you do.
Like, things that make you throw up. But, all right, chat, have a wonderful evening. Bye.
Good night.